The wall for the tools, for the inserts, etc. for the Nakamura are progressing really nicely. So we've got aluminium on the top, and we've got the yellow section is 316 stainless steel, and then the grey is generic. So it's either both, for instance the chamfer mill here, or some of it's tooling, because we keep some of the tooling because it breaks occasionally. Spare, so it's boring bar. I had the one for the OD turning on sub, and parting blades. So yeah, and the next thing I've got to do is Kanban cards for all of this. I reprinted this holder, made it a lot deeper, and actually labelled each of the male thread gauges, so it's much more secure now. So when you move this table around, it's they aren't all going to fall over. Then I went on the toilets and just identified different bits and pieces. One of them is that when you lock this door, it kind of doesn't really close properly, and then when you go to lock it, you haven't locked it properly unless you slam it shut. So I'll see what I can do there. I realised that the problem was that the door was catching here, so just trimmed a little bit of the bottom of the door off. And now it actually closes. Ground floor toilet is utterly disgusting, and it needs some money spent on it really, because there's only so much you can do. But I am trying to use my wits, not my wallet, right now, and I just made this shelf out of stuff that we had already. So that means that now the bleach can come up. We need to get some spare toilet roll. Spare toilet roll can come up. We could, we take up the spray, etc. So just makes it a little bit better in here. I need to now tidy all of that, but yeah, then we can get some of the stuff off the floor.
Right, at the moment, the injection mould granule bag is a bit annoying to scoop the granules out and put it in the injection mould, so I'm going to fix that. I've put home for the air quality box. I've just CT1 glued it to the top of the laser, and it's got plenty of cable slack, so even if the laser goes fully up, which it never does, it still won't rip the cable. I've now done a permanent home for the injection mould granule box. Before it was tucked away there and in a bag, but now it's on a slight angle so you can clearly see how much we've got left, and then we need to restock it. I've removed the Wago box because it was causing the table not to be able to go up any higher, and it was catching on the pole. I've raised the assembly room bin off the floor, put it on screws so it just fits over, and I've labelled it as well. Put the PCB box to the right corner of the injection mould, so it's easier to grab the balls, because before we had to reach over right at the back to grab them. I've also labelled it as well. Labelled all the water tanks, labelled the stapler box, labelled the Wago box. Finally done a permanent home for the torque wrench and labelled it. Just attached 2 thick O-rings so it easily hangs up and comes off. Made the stapler O-ring thicker and smaller so it's easier to take on and off.
For some reason the sound didn't come through for this one, but TK basically used the Stream Deck to make his life easier.
I've CT1 the laser foot pedal in position, so it's always fixed there, and it's just underneath here, so it's still not a safety risk.